Hey guys, stop scrolling right now. Imagine this. Your ex is out there posting happy photos, laughing with friends, telling everyone the breakup was no big deal, and that you were just a casual thing. She acts completely unbothered, like you never even existed in her world. But then you catch her viewing your stories at 2 a.m. She likes an old post by accident, or a mutual friend slips up and says she's been asking about you. Why? If she truly didn't care, why is she still orbiting your life like a ghost? Today, we're diving deep into the hidden female psychology behind this contradiction, the real reasons she can't forget you, even when she pretends you meant absolutely nothing. Stick around till the end because the final reason might completely change how you see every past relationship. If this sounds familiar, smash that like button right now. It helps the algorithm show this to more guys who need it. And subscribe with notifications on so you never miss these mindset-shifting videos. Let's get into it. Sometimes a woman will act like you meant nothing to her. She moves on lightning fast, or at least that's what it looks like. She appears calm, collected, almost relieved. She tells her friends the relationship wasn't that serious anyway, downplays the connection, laughs it off when your name comes up, and might even start dating someone new right away. On the surface, it's like the entire chapter with you was erased. But behind closed doors, something completely different is happening. Even while she projects total indifference, she's still watching you from afar. She notices your new gym progress, your career wins, your subtle life upgrades. She becomes quietly curious about who you're becoming without her. And no matter how hard she tries to push you out of her thoughts, your presence creeps back in. Maybe during a quiet night, a random song, or when something reminds her of an inside joke you shared. This contradiction drives men crazy. If she really didn't care, why the lingering thoughts? Why the subtle jealousy when you thrive? Why the emotional tug when she sees proof you're doing fine without her? The truth is rooted deep in female psychology, and honestly, human psychology in general. The woman who seems the most detached is often the one wrestling with feelings she refuses to show the world. She buries them under layers of distance, silence, fake smiles, or outright indifference. But emotions don't vanish just because someone decides to ignore them. When a connection once held real emotional weight, the mind keeps circling back to it, sometimes for months or even years after the breakup. And here's where most guys get it completely wrong. The reason she can't fully let you go isn't always lingering love or regret. Sometimes it's far more complicated. Primal psychological forces at play that she might not even fully understand herself. In this in-depth video, we're going to unpack the hidden psychological reasons why a woman struggles to forget a man even when she acts like he was nothing more than a footnote in her life. These aren't surface-level observations. They're backed by real psychology like the zeigarneffect, nostalgiabias, ego defense mechanisms, and attachment patterns. But before we jump in, if these kinds of raw, no BS breakdowns on breakup psychology, attraction, and masculine mindset have helped you before, do me a favor, hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds and tells YouTube to push this video to more men who are going through the same thing. And if you're new here, subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I drop content that rebuilds your confidence and direction after a tough breakup. Now, the first reason might surprise you, because it starts with one of the most powerful forces in the human brain: our inability to handle unfinished stories. Section 1. The unfinished emotional story. Zeigarneffect deep dive. Reason number 1, the emotional story between you two never truly reached a satisfying conclusion in her mind. Psychologists call this the Zeigarneffect. Our brains are wired to obsess over incomplete tasks or unresolved narratives far more than finished ones. When a relationship ends abruptly, messily, or without full emotional closure, no final heartfelt talk, no mutual understanding of what went wrong, no clear "this is why it had to end," the mind treats it like an open loop that needs closing. Even if she initiated the breakup and logically believed it was the right call, part of her brain keeps replaying scenes, rewriting conversations in her head, wondering what if? What really caused the drift? Did she overreact to something small? Could one different choice have changed everything? These questions bubble up at the worst times, when she's alone in bed, scrolling through old photos by accident, hearing a song from your era together, or passing a spot you used to go to. This isn't about wanting you back necessarily. She might be 100% committed to moving on in her daily life, but emotionally, the brain hates loose ends. It craves resolution, clarity, meaning. Until that loop closes, the memory stays active, popping up unexpectedly. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius talked about this, how the mind repeatedly returns to unresolved thoughts until it finds peace or understanding. Without that, the story lingers. She might tell everyone and herself, "I'm over it," but the unfinished nature creates quiet tension. That's why she sometimes checks your social media, not to stalk, but to gather one more piece of the puzzle, to see if your life provides any retroactive closure. If this resonates, drop in unfinished business in the comments below. I read them all. If you're enjoying this breakdown so far, smash that like button again. It really supports the channel, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. Section 2. Curiosity about the man she lost. Reason number 2, pure unrelenting curiosity. Even when she downplays the relationship publicly, curiosity is a sneaky psychological force that keeps attention alive long after feelings seem to fade. When you move on confidently, hitting the gym, leveling up your career, traveling, building a better social circle, she starts wondering, who is he without me? Has he changed? Did I misjudge his potential? Curiosity intensifies when she feels she never fully figured you out before it ended. If you stay independent, never beg, never chase validation, you become mysterious. Stoics emphasized quiet confidence, focusing on self-mastery instead of external approval. Ironically, that detachment makes you more intriguing. She questions if she underestimated your depth, resilience, or value. Social media makes it worse. She sees glimpses of your upgraded life, and it sparks questions she can't ignore. This isn't always romantic. Sometimes it's ego-driven wonder about the one that got away thriving. Curiosity keeps you mentally present, even if she never admits it. Section 3. Her ego struggles with losing access to you. Reason number 3, the ego hates losing something it once controlled. During the relationship, she had your attention, time, emotional availability. It was part of her world, even if she acted casual. When you pull away and redirect that energy to yourself, the access vanishes. Suddenly, you're unreachable. Psychologically, this triggers loss aversion and a bruised sense of control, even if she ended it. Realizing you're no longer hers creates subtle tension. The ego whispers, "Why isn't he still orbiting me? What changed?" Stoicism teaches that attachment to control breeds discomfort. When certainty disappears, the mind questions everything. She sees you thriving independently, and it disturbs her old sense of emotional power. This isn't always about rekindling. It's the ego resisting full release. Section 4. The memory becomes stronger and more polished than reality. Reason number 4, time plus nostalgia. Idealized memory. The brain doesn't replay events accurately, it filters them. Painful moments fade, beautiful ones shine brighter. Rosyretrospection bias. Laughter, deep talks, intimate moments get amplified, while arguments dim. Over months, the relationship morphs into a highlight reel in her mind. It feels more special in hindsight. Stoics warned against this. Memory exaggerates what's absent. Triggers like songs or dates bring back the polished version, making you harder to erase. Section 5. The emotional imprint you left behind. Reason number 5, you left a lasting emotional imprint. Some connections anchor to key life periods, when she felt understood, excited, or transformed. Those feelings get tied to you forever. Even in new relationships, reminders surface. Stoicism views this as growth fuel. People shape us even after they're gone. Section 6. You became her emotional standard for comparison. Reason number 6, you set an unconscious benchmark. The chemistry, understanding, energy you brought becomes the yardstick for new guys. New connections feel flat by comparison, even if healthier. Nostalgia idealizes highs, so you linger as the reference point. Section 7. You became part of her life story narrative. Reason number 7, you're woven into her personal narrative. Relationships mark chapters, growth periods, challenges, self-discovery. Forgetting you feels like erasing part of your story. Stoics saw every experience as a lesson contributing to the larger journey. Conclusion and final lesson. In summary, her indifference is often a mask. Unfinished stories, curiosity, ego, idealized memories, imprints, standards, and life chapters keep you in her mind. But the real power move, focus on what you control, your growth. Become unbreakable. If this hit home, like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and check the link in the description for the community. Lifetime access to courses, brotherhood, mindset mastery. One decision changes everything. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, level up, and I'll see you in the next one.